Hey, hey everyone, it's me, back at it again with. Let's get into it. I don't even. I'm a bit. I'm a teensy tiny bit disoriented. I don't. This is what happens when you play one game for multiple streams on end. I've lost count. I've lost the ability to count. 1, 5, 9, 12. Those are the amount of steps I've counted. Uh, it, if the excitement in my voice and on my face wasn't palpable enough, let me just reassure you, I was like totally unsure. Wait, when did I? What? Hang on. I was wondering how to get those tickets. I didn't think they'd just magically appear in my possession. It's fine. I know what those are. I don't know if I want to get. I'll get into them a bit later. I don't know when is later, but later is later. Anyway, what was I saying? Basically, I wasn't sure. Yeah, I was. Oh, hey, I didn't expect you to be here. Like, actually, though. Hey, Celeste. What are you doing here in the Sevi Islands? You should quit copying me, you know. Anyway, I already got my Pokemon eggs, so I'm done with this island. I bet you didn't even know about Pokemon eggs. You gotta fill your national dex that way. By the way, I saw someone we both know on this island. Why don't you go look to see if it makes you curious? Me? I don't have the time to waste. Be smelling... Yeah. Get your schnozzer away from me, dude. I'm not interested. Yeah, this is the daycare. This is the daycare we know. We know slash love from future Pokemon games. Unless you're actually that young and watching my stream, in which case I think I might be cooked. Anyway, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I wasn't really, not specifically not enthused. Well, I don't know. It's more that I like, yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna have, like, what game would be best for me to play, essentially. It took me a long time to say what I wanted to say, but I did. Lorelei. The name rings familiar. Anyway, to toy stickers, I wish I could show them off. You got it right here. Look, CC, there's my stickers. Look how many I got. Oh, that's... Is that the thing I was, Where's the sticker? Is it that thing to the left of my name? I don't know. But yeah, I said, I felt like it was time to get back into the series I put off, but I wasn't sure. But then I started to doubt myself, as I do, as my anxiety often makes me do. I was like, just like having the, I was just having a time, seasonal depression, I think. I don't know, it's a little more often than seasonal, but like the point is, my my state of being is in a flux, and it doesn't really go to the top end of that scale. But I did actually try to lift myself out of it with some exercise, and it worked a little bit. But even so, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'm gonna have the the amount of concentration and like focus to be able to do like a high intensive game. And I also don't know if I'm gonna be able to find interesting things to talk about when I play something that doesn't always require my utmost attention. I've created my own little paradox. I need a refresher on where the hell I am. Well, Island just sits on its own, I guess. Yeah, I oddly don't have any memory of pretty much anything. Or rather, it's that, like, any memory I have of any locale in this game is like blurred, it's just like blurred, mixed, just kind of like blended together with all the, reused assets and whatnot in this game. At first I was like, I don't want to put up with all this, but then I was like, maybe it'd be prudent to get some experience for whatever else lies ahead. Let's see how long that mindset turns out. Ouch. Why did I say ouch when I, like... no, it didn't even... It's definitely gonna die if I, if I side kick it. Yeah. I'm really not sure why I felt like I needed to test that theory so quickly. Yeah, this is the... God damn it. This is the mechanic they, so lovingly introduced in... Well, I remember it personally from one of the gyms in Ruby and Sapphire. I think you'll know the one I'm talking about. I'd like to think you do. These pianos almost sound not bit crushed in a GBA sound font. Crazy that. What am I doing here? Me, every single day I wake up, every day I realize I'm alive. Move this a little closer again. Yeah, I guess the Golbat was just like a weird exception to the level curve of, oh hey. They just kind of gave up on that one. They just kind of put it there. Put it there for easy access to me. Never melt ice. Why does everything have to be so roundabout? I'm not sure if bats really enjoy the cold weather, cold temperature, cold climate. Cold. I feel cold. Feeling cold is a normal occurrence in the winter zone. Oh my gosh. Full disclosure, I don't know what I'm doing in this region. I think I was supposed to get another gem in another location. I've immediately forgotten what that location is. Let me go ahead and just... Let me go ahead and just... I don't even know. Aren't I just so silly and quirky that I don't even know myself? Okay. This crap is why... This crap is why I need 2 freaking HM users. I think my minions should still have the cleanse tag on. It's amazing how little the cleanse tag actually has taken effect on in places I would have wanted it to. That is the short answer to what my worries were, is in the instance of me wanting to voice them. Oh, look at that. Room. Concerning. Jeez Louise. I mean, I'll probably be fine with 2 team members down, but it's still annoying. Keep your filthy hands off the Pokemon in that cave. Do as I say, you'll have me to answer to. Now shall I let you leave it be? Don't let your glasses get seamed up. Blah 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 blah. Celeste, what are you doing here? No, we can catch up later. Right now, I need your help. Help me kick these poachers out before they do anything else. They've been catching Pokemon here and selling them off. You ready? You take that one, please. We can't do what we want with the Pokemon we catch. Me. I am the law now. It really has been a while. I feel like I would have recognized Lorelei sooner if I was, if I frickin' like went to this place before I, like, before doing all that other stuff, or just without a huge gap in between, essentially. There we go. Womp womp. You're so despicably weak. You, tell me. Where have you taken the captured Pokémon? I'm smashing your ring once and for all. No, I'm not telling you that. If you don't confess, we'll deep freeze you. My Lapras is furious for what you've done to its friends. Oh. Go was about to commit murder and not and take no questions about it. They're in the warehouse on 5 Island. I doubt you'll ever make it to the Rocket Warehouse. Hello. Thank you, but this is awful. I was born and raised here on these islands. I had no idea those horrible criminals were loose here. What's this ominous empty ocean here? Sorry, I'm easily distracted. I've been thinking about it ever since I got here. I'm guessing I can find Lapras here or something. Oh look, a Lapras. It's so great that I have my own Lapras. What am I even saying? Lapras. That wasn't going anywhere. What was I even? Did you ever think there would come a day where I would be, you know, weighing up my of how did you evade it when you were asleep? When I'd be weighing up all of my options against, like, a wild Pokemon of all things, where I'd be concerned about the prospects of fighting one. Why do you have that move? Stop that. Since you have rest, I feel like Toxic isn't gonna be a great long-term solution, unfortunately. I hate my life. My life. Feeling pretty bad about it right now. I feel the I'm gonna be real with you. The circumstances of my life, I'm not feeling great about them. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Just when I thought I had many reasons to dislike the goings on in my life, this game just adds to it. I'm actually fine, don't worry about it, but in this very moment I am furious. Like, how could they do that to me? Pretty easily, as it turns out. 30% means nothing in this economy. I will take my frustrations out on you. And I know if I tried to use the same strats, it would work approximately 1% of the time, despite that fixed 30% accuracy. Not fixed, but like baseline that's the word. Oh, hello. Sure, why not? The Great Wall literally looks like it has its color and its ear color on the top where its ears are. I'm so smart. Not me putting so much effort into capturing random wild Pokemon, knowing full well I'm not gonna get the National Dex in Gen 3. In this town, there's oil lighter than water, and place to swim without drowning. I feel like I could have just flown across that water with fly. I guess I didn't really feel. I guess I didn't really feel me when I have depression. I guess I didn't really feel as though it was necessary to go through all those menus just for that. I make normal noises. Why do my eyes hurt? Stop doing that. Oy. I probably don't need to take my entire team to the to beat up a few rocket grunts, but don't tell me what to do. What did the numbers between the speed meters mean? Are you gonna fight me? No. There's like a resort up in the north or something, right? Right, probably. I have to assume so. Bro's gonna eat Pokemon for dinner. This is something I don't think we talk about as often as like as often as we should. I'm never talking to this lady again, because I don't think it will help. They turned the saturation up way high for this guy, for this one, for this creature. I'm pretty sure I had a similar thought at another point in time. It is trying to get a view of its surroundings. What do you look around nervously for? Bro's trying to ban me out of a natural reserve. What's up? What is up with that? God, I'm sorry. I can't believe how stale I've gotten. Part of me can believe it, actually, and that's the worst part. I did that because I had doubts that I'd be able to take it out in one go. I think Grimer has some bulk to its name, or it's the family of the Pokémon family of Grimer, of which Grimer belongs to. Worthy investment. Didn't have to use a second. Didn't have to use a second flamethrower. Just yeah, okay. Well, probably wouldn't have gotten poisoned if I did that. it even more. Sometimes I don't understand what this game has against fun. I really... And like, listen. I'm realizing the more I talk, the more I'm like sounding like a whiny baby who only complains about stuff. And you know what? It's pretty true. That's not how I how I want to be though. I actually don't know if the strategy is going to pan out the way I want it to. Unless it does that. I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with what it's doing right now, but it'll turn out well at the end, I hope. Hope is a thing. Hope is a wondrous thing. I can give myself wonder. I think I would have been able to end this sooner if I just run out my min, but I want more. I want more out of my experience. I want to be able to have all of my Pokemon get experience and all share the limelight. Is this for real? And like, you know, and you know, I think really the thing is that I just have I just see these things and I'm like, it's easy for things to stick out and be like annoying, but there's a lot of things I don't talk about that make me happy, like the fact that I'm getting to relive this adventure like the way that I am. Oh, I stepped in it this time. Y'all. I don't think I've seen... I don't think I've seen this model of Team Rocket grunt before. That is to say, a female one. I've seen the observation that, like, not a lot of adult men, except for, like, the elderly, are around in, like, Kanto. And that's, like, following the implications of there being, like, a Pokemon War that all the hard working class men had to kind of, like, be absent for and possibly give their lives to. But what about... Have you considered most of the adult men we see are actually the Team Rocket grunts, if we go off of that logic. Maybe I'm stretching here. I stretched my arm just to nail in that moment. What the heck is this item finder even good for? I haven't been able to find a single thing with it. Also, I could have just surfed here. What is the point of anything? Why do I even try? I try because I care. That's really the long and short of it. Maybe a lot of Pokemon are just like more saturated than I think they are. I feel like at some point, maybe in later Pokemon games, they need to change their adjust their art style, I don't know, give the Pokemon like, I don't know, I just, it doesn't feel, I don't know, it's a kind of out of nowhere thought, but it's, when was anyone gonna tell me? I think they already did tell me that I needed that. Actually, I don't know what I'm complaining about. All right, maybe I'll find it over this way, along with my life's purpose. This person might be a bird catcher. Might not. It's hard to tell with some of these generic models. Best thing about the birds are their beak. It's kind of a weird. It's kind of weird that you just like come out with that. It's kind of random, I will say. Rather the Connect absolutely survive. A Pidgey of all things. Wee. I'm gonna move the mic down a little bit. We low-key kind of appreciate games that allow me to just slump over. Hooray. I did it. So sharp. Like a beak. Like that's what you said, a beak? I can fly it for island. Oh yeah, I can, huh? Is there gonna be a bird there waiting for me though? Of course there is. I'm the main character of a video game. That was a pure hypothetical for a realistic situation in which in which you would have to question whether birds and parts of the world work around you like that. I still don't know where to consistently find new berries, otherwise I'd probably be using them more often. Oh my goodness, there are more bird burrows. Again, my insistence on catching Pokemon, but not like fully catching all the Pokemon. Feels very poignant. Okay, to the bird bros. Best thing about birds has to be its wings. That is like a key feature between all birds, as well as the previously mentioned beaks. Watch as I set fire to your bird for fun. Flap flap. Like what a wing does. There's really some guy over that way. Not your littlest brother. They have funny ways of the down. Okay, I don't remember what that one is. Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Not what I was hoping it would let you, when I was hoping you would do that. Thanks though. I can't help but think that Pokemon with high setup, like the one I'm using right now, is probably like a blight on the intended purposes of this game. Because I'm not getting anywhere anytime fast, and I've admittedly had a few close calls with with some of this setup I'm doing specifically. Also, why does Snore only have to do like 40 damage? I feel like I'm losing out on a lot of more damage. A lot of more damage. Yeah, just in general. Down is so comfy, it makes me drowsy. Unrelated, but I'm also drowsy a little bit. It had some relation to it, but okay. Who's out here sunburn? Sunburn on like a splish splash. This is a very intricate piece of like sprite work over here. Actually kind of impressed. Scrub. Oh, your Pokemon look healthy. This is where I buried my Onix. It was named Tectonics. I like that actually. That was very kind of clever. Oh hey, and look at that. The item that you use to evolve Onix is right there. Is there really nothing else here? Come on. I got my hopes up and everything. Water Labyrinth, huh? I sure hope I don't. Get lost. I sure hope that's... Okay, I'm seeing the, how the labyrinth part plays into this, kind of. Yeah, I'm just like... I think I'm just gonna... I'll get somewhere eventually. You can travel all over the place, right? If you're not driving a Pokemon to your house player, let me take a look. Oh, impressive. You sure your Pokemon right? I think I could be entrusted with this. This is why I wish old people would know how to use technology. Nope, yeah, I mean, this barely constitutes as a labyrinth. Like, it's a maze at best. Give me a fun riddle or something. Oh my goodness. An egg? From a Pokémon? How? When did this... how? I wish I didn't talk to you. Why... Why do we have to do this now? I'm taking a few risks here. And they paid off. Okay. Alright, yeah. Let's see if I care. I care a little bit. The amount of care I have does exceed the baseline amount. I'm just glad I'm able to wreck shop. Lol, idiot, Lamau. The confusion did nothing. Why do I even try? What is the point of everything I ever do? To win, and that's exactly what I did. You are growing up admirably well. They are all grown up. But I suppose there's always room for improvement, improvisation. Let me see what happens when I go up this way. Resort gorgeous. I don't like the way you're just sitting there in the wild. The angle is not quite right. I'll have you know, I am acute and I am very acute. This is curious. Okay, I guess we can just make up any rules we want now. I was expecting it to just come fully loaded with sketch, but it can't. But technically, this Smeagol could have literally anything it want. It's like literally anything possible, and I would be forced to just accept it. Literally anything, as a matter of fact. I can't be doing this cycle every time I get into a battle using Germinator. I just can't. Oh, your feelings, they are blue. Pick a different color. So far, this isn't much of a resort. All I'm seeing is, like... Okay, there's grass there. Hopefully we see some improvement. I like this woman's outfit, actually. I've decided. I've also decided this is, like, probably one of the worst, matchups I could have possibly asked for. Like, I could, if I stuck with it, I could stick with it if I wanted to, but it would take forever, basically. Please die. It'd be such a weight off my shoulders if you did. Poison Fang is not the ultimate move I want to stick with. But for now it gives me more variety. Let's give it a try, why not? Yeah, I forgot there's Pokemon are kind of like fickle. 10! Wish I had my amulet coin with me. May I see what this resort's all about? This is a house. Who's Selfie and why is she not in her own house? I guess I'm not in my own house 24/7, so you know what, I guess I don't really have the right to complain on that front. You know, it's nice that we're also getting, like, more variety in trainers now. Now that we've left that drab old Kanto region. You fool. You absolute buffoon. I have outsmarted you once more. Oh, it has both two-turn flying type moves, it seems. Isn't that funny? Very one-note Pokemon, despite having more than one move up its sleeve. Oh, it feels like I'm whiting out. That's my job. Gillian piece of shit there, that's okay. I'm guessing this is Gillian. Thinking of having a pool made especially for my Pokémon. Ah. Sheep. If I could have ways of expediting this process, but it would seem I'm resorting myself to this instead. I forget what this move does. Oh, okay, well... I might as well just be attacking it twice, like I don't know what I need both health draining effects for. Well, it'll help me get the job done anyway. A second one. So what you're saying is if I do the exact same set of moves again, you have no way of working against it. Yeah, okay, I get it. You don't have to rub it in like that, yeah. Alright. Alright, light screen was still up, so I really could have just, like, killed it and killed it instantly. Yeah. Venusaur is moving at a snail's pace, but it's still on a crash course with your cranium. Goodbye. Oh, there's one more Pokemon. I did not take this into account. I might not be very smart. Well, if this creature's gonna make this into a stall fest, I got just the tools for that. I'm actually a master strategist. You might not believe me. You might not understand. Dog got up to shake and do nothing else. Is she gonna... Where's she going? I don't think she even knows where she's going. I'm gonna be completely honest with all of you. Getting a drink. I'm going to kill this woman. I've suddenly decided I'm out of patience. Dog is back in her rightful place, and she's licking my knee. Does it taste good? I'm gonna take your silence as a no. Yeah, you look pretty sad about that, don't you? My last Parlor's heal. Should probably move this one away for a little bit. I don't know why I was under the impression that that being amongst the water would make me amongst the water type Pokemon. I'm just gonna shotgun this. Oh, would you look at that? It actually works way better than whatever the hell I was doing before. I'm red-faced, just like the fire I blew in your face. It matches. It's the perfect color. Hello, little boy. I'm a good runner. I'm really fast. I'm faster. Destined to fail. Got him. Dab. I didn't actually dab. My heart wasn't in it. Yippee, more levels for me. Ah. Dog stepped on foot. Dog got up early to get back down. Thank you, dog, for your sacrifice. Your sacrifice was my foot burns. I was kind of hoping I'd have something I could heal. No, I think I specifically ran out of those when I... back in the Elite Four. Like there was a whole ordeal about that. Oh hey, swimmers. You know what that means? Yeah. Again, is this really a resort? There's like one occupied house here. Get out of my sight, please. Okay, what's the worst it could do if I were to just, It's a good thing I didn't switch out to Firefox, thinking that it would do anything but a water-type move against a Pokemon that is, like, resistant to the water. There's actually not the best, outcome I could have had. I could have just... probably would have been better if I just switched in to Mimian. Oh well. Okay, so that'll do it. There we go. Cool. The bulbs on its head kind of look like fly eyes, like compound eyes. And the confusion did nothing. $192, you must be joking. Cough it up, buddy. What's the deal with this cave? I already don't like it here. And I guess I'm already in here. I thought this was an ancient ruin, but it's teeming with ghosts! It's right because it's because of Lost did the Lost have any ghosts? I don't know. Never watched that one. I think I need where is hang on. I think I need a drink. I was like, I have thirst and or like sweet cravings, and I thought maybe like some juice would do it, but no, it just brought me closer to a tummy ache. No, yeah, it's that's the stuff I need. How cute you are when you try to act out. Can you tell me how to get through this ruin? The number of boulders are a hint, you say? If you knew this hint, then why are you still here? 3? This is more boulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a denominator of 4, so like... Where 4 is a denominator of the... I don't know. Okay, what if I just go this way? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a denominator of 2. No, I don't think I'm thinking the right way. Me whenever I have an idea. Well, when in doubt, trial and error always seems to do the trick. Who are you? Yeah, you don't say. Guess I know how I'm getting through this fight. Or maybe not, I don't know. You know, the great thing about life is that it's unpredictable. Please don't mess this up. You had one job. When you have a move called Wish, it kind of... I did not realize the confusion would carry over to the next baton pass Pokemon. This is, helpful information for later. If you're in the right tunnel, you won't go ahead. Can you give me a better hint? Tell you later into the caves ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does it want me to go down? I'm just kind of winging it. Like, there was also, this chamber with the Lax incense. Like, I wasn't supposed to know how How was I supposed to know how to, like, that it was there when this whole thing seems pretty linear? Whoops. Okay, now where am I? Max revive. Okay, sure. I forgot. Look, this is just like... This is just the charm of, like, playing these games. And discovering new things that you wouldn't have been able to discover before. Wait a minute. Oh, it's clock directions. Right. I figured it out. I'm smart. I'm a smart cookie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hello? You did to... Nothing. You attacked me. I don't understand why these people are always so hostile with me. Also, I wish I knew how to... Because there were definitely hidden compartments. Not compartments, but places I couldn't quite... How was I supposed to know where there's hidden pathways where is essentially what I'm trying to get at? You're tormenting me. Beep 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 beep. I was afraid that you meant to harm me. You did more harm to me with, so glad you happened to be here. I've got right about walking. I'm feeling fatigued. May I actually take me home from here? Okay. You make... I suddenly understand how the bus driver feels. Go from somewhere, that doesn't matter. I'm exquisitely bored. Please see, mate. Wish I see a Pokemon, a darling Goldeen. Do I have a Goldeen? And what do I get from this exactly? Please rename this location to something that's not misleading. I guess it could be a one-person resort. Or maybe the resort is just conveniently hidden behind those rocks. In which case I don't know how people expect to get back and forth between the house and that place. Now, do I have a Goldeen? Feels like something I should have caught a while ago, but on closer inspection, that does not appear to be the case. I wonder if maybe I will fare better than this guy at catching things. Perseverance is key. I don't want you. Well, buddy, I hope your wife likes boiled crab. Because that's the only thing I've been able to find so far. Appealing to the whims of a random woman is going to be the death of me, I feel. Where the hell do I get the freaking... the other... place, thing, time, and location? The password, that being... I really do have, like, the most peculiar way of saying and doing things. Okay, so I had some misconceptions about this part of the island over here. It gave me a pee-pee up. I don't need my PP up, as it just so happens. Where's Lorelei? Can she tell me? Oh, look at the little dollies she has. Anything were to happen on island, I was going to do 5 months. What if that might get responsible to my home? I don't know how to answer that. I feel like it shouldn't weigh... the weight of this responsibility shouldn't fall onto you alone. Okay, I am at a slight loss. If I were to find, like, if I were to find, like, the second part of a password, I would have thought I'd find it, you know, like, at a point before I got to that area, maybe. With all the places that, like, exist, like, everywhere, all the time, and forever. And who knows, maybe I'm just crazy talking. Please don't talk to me, I'm not really... Okay, thank you for not assaulting me in my place of safety. In... I have such great trust in this, like, in my childhood's acquaintance. Bro decided to just pack up and leave. I can't help but feel like maybe there was, like, a purpose to, as to why he would tell me that. But I can't be bothered to figure it out right now. Give me some of this. Give me some of this. Wasn't really banking on finding anything over there. I'm already lost again. Where the heck am I going? I can go north to the... from the water path to the green path to the Outcast Island altering cave. That's how the progression of all that works. Assuming one of these two ruins is gonna have the unknown in them. I have vague memories of that at the very least. Water path leads to Ruined Valley. What if I just didn't go that way though? Crazy idea. What if I just, like, didn't? Crazy idea. What if I ate nails for a second there? Because I feel like that's what I'm doing is probably just as productive as that. As you can see. Dog, I love you, but I wish you would not step on me and hurt me so with my fragile bones. Oh, has he got a Voltorb? Because a Voltorb is a ball, and he's a juggler, and he juggles balls, and not the little, like, juggling sticks with the, like, the way that the wide ends. Watch me go hee hee ha ha. Hee hee ha ha. Are there any other ball-shaped Pokemon that I should know about? Okay, dog's finding another resting spot, I think. Oh. I seem to have made a lapse in judgment. I'm not entirely certain why, when they were assigning abilities to Pokemon that they decided to, you know, give soundproof specifically to, like, to that one, to the ball. I don't see the correlation there. Nobody saw me losing, right? I did. My big boy did. I certainly hope I don't need any specific HMs on my way to the next location. That would make things really awkward. Alright. Where are the mountains around these parts? Well, I'm sure if there were mountains nearby, you'd be able to see them. I don't know what you're asking me for, honestly. Curious. That's bad. But not bad enough. Wait. What's my way while battling? Are there any mountains around these parts? I mean, I must re-emphasize, the thing that stands out about mountains is how tall they are, so if there were any mountains nearby, I shouldn't have to tell you where they are. I feel like that's a pretty simple concept. I certainly hope these berries have a refresh rate or something. Ruined Valley. What kind of Pokemon are gonna appear around there? Am I gonna bother to find out? Hard maybe. Oh great. I appear to have entered a position into which... You know, honestly I should have seen this coming, in all honesty. I used the word honesty twice. Alright, well... I'll be right back, I guess. Unless... I'm suddenly self-conscious that I might need a, You know what? Forget it, I can come back for this later, until I know that there's more stuff that I intrinsically need to actually, like, move past an area. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, there's a couple more over there. My main concern really was if at the end of the road I would find, like, a body of water that would need to justify me going to, like, different... There's a body of water over there. It seems more of a decoration, though. Okay, I guess I will BRB real quick. I did kind of forget about the whole Team Rocket Warehouse subplot. Well, not forget, but like, what do you expect me to do about it? It's so interesting how subtle changes in our mood will drive us to make decisions or not make decisions that we otherwise wouldn't. I'm now seeing this long stretch of road where this decision I made for myself specifically probably didn't pan out as well as I would have hoped. Sunstone. I don't think that was a Gen 1 thing. A Gen 1 mainstay. I don't know what it is that makes words so hard for me. Possibly autism. Possibly lack of education. I did have education, but not in the way that matters or really appealed to me. I don't know if there's a way to get Pseudo-Widow in this game. I distinctly remember the tree on Battle Island and Emerald being a thing. And so I was kind of left to assume that if they were gonna have a gimmick like that, like, if Pseudo-Widow was gonna appear, they'd make it appear through the same gimmick, essentially, is what I was trying to say. Part of me feels like some of these items are a little superficial, but at the same time, everything adds up. And speaking of adding up, I appreciate having more health. Did I not have a repel up? I guess I did, but it wasn't enough. I don't really feel like this one. Okay, I guess you take the reins. Never mind. Alright, what to do about this scientist dude? This guy who's absolutely gonna turn out to be really weird and in a way I don't like. Pretty familiar with the land around these parts. I feel like I made a mistake somewhere along the way. But you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm a level below and I'm faster. I feel like that says a lot about Rhyhorn, in particular. Also, that rock definitely looks like a... it kind of looks like a stock image. Why do you have that move? Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? I just want to know why. Ow. That hurt my throat. Getting another water, because I hate everything. Oh, that's not who I was necessarily expecting. Alright, we all know the drill by now. The horn dies instantly. That's what it does. You know, throughout the one-hit KO moves only have like a 30% hit ratio. I've seen it happen 2 times, and well, 4 times, and it's hit twice out of the 4 activations. It had a 50% hit rate throughout this whole adventure, which is absolutely not how like chance and like percentage odds should work. Yet here we are, aren't we? It's a I tell you, shove off, buddy. Okay, thanks for telling me everything and nothing at the same time. Let me just revive my big boy and leave. Tiny little creature. Haha. Lamau. It has kind of like occurred to me, it is a very interesting, like, way to like, it's interesting of them to, like, introduce the canon of the Sevi Islands and have characters like Lorelei have a tie to them. And then, you know, expect us to fully believe that there's only 151 Pokemon in all of existence. Cause, like, you saw that Natu, right? Like, that's not one of the, I don't. Yeah, you know, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal to me, but I'm gonna say it's not a big deal just to make sure that no one else worries about it. That was correct. I don't know why I checked back on myself. Starting to wish that I had brought Floatazilla with me, because I don't think I'm going to be able to, you know, more so I don't know if I'm going to have the patience to deal with all of these rough ground types all in a row like this. Wee 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 wee. What compelled me to come here? I don't know. I just like exploring in video games. I'm a compulsive explorer in all of video games. I'm convulsing, like, mentally. That's actually a pretty accurate way of describing what I do here. Anyone else? Alright, you. There are mysterious stones there. It's something to do with the ruins here. Is it gonna be more Braille, or is it gonna be, like, the unknown, essentially, like, basically? You are nothing to me. Giant Pokemon man. You are just a man. You are just a man with a duck bill. And weird growths on your head. Ridges. And on your... and like marks on your arms as well. I have to imagine there's some sort of design philosophy around why he looks like that, specifically. Because he looks less like a Cuban than, say, Mr. Mime. Pleasure inspection has several dots on the door. Alright, everyone. Now's the time. I'm going back to the Braille website. You know, as soon as everything loads on my, where's my keyboard? There it is. Translator. What's the one I used last time? This one, I think, it looks familiar. Yes, okay. See... You... It says cut. I think I need someone who knows cut. I think that's what they're getting at here. I'm kind of glad that they, they got rid of HMs for this, like, in the series. Yeah, you know what, here you go, that's, like, these are all the HMs I know. If you ask me to bring Dive, I'm going to commit Sudoku. I'm going to play Sudoku instead. That seems like a more apt use of my time. I feel like there's a lot of level variance for weird reasons, if any. This is not the way. Oh hey, look at you. You're the flying guy. I'm just gonna throw balls at you. I don't even... It worked. That's really fast. It can generate shockwaves or shatter windows in the area. I really don't think these Pokémon were meant to be placed into civilization. Or placed near civilization, for that matter. Nature is weird like that. Alright. It still says cut, right? I'm gonna assume it does. The symbols look familiar. I cut the door open. Where am I? This place is a bit too monotone for my liking. Makes me a bit uncomfortable, if I'm gonna be honest. Good thing I didn't close the tab. I think I know what it says, but I need to verify with facts and logic. Up. I just got out of a maze level. You didn't have to do this to me. I'm not gonna finish typing it out, it says left. Right is the only cardinal direction that has that many letters. Down. I only used the first initial. Wow, a sapphire, like the game Pokemon. Oh! What are you doing here? I guess right, I was right in telling you. You know there's a sapphire here, so... Bro. Yes, no, Chansey. I'm gonna think very badly of you. Oh hey, a message. This is what we came here for. This is the point of playing Pokemon. Let's the let the two Wait. That's... glittering? But the two glittering... But the two glittering stones... One... in... one in red. One... I'm getting better at finding the... getting better at finding these things. Because I can kind of like fill in the blanks and then look at the Braille alphabet in the alphabetical order that it shows itself in. The two glittering stones, one in red, one in blue, one in green, but we haven't gotten to that point yet chronologically. Next. I'm guessing world, maybe? Or... no. Next, the... feel free to guess the word before I find all the letters and put them in place. There's nowhere on this, there's nowhere on this, like, on this keyboard thing here that has that symbol. I'm guessing it's like the exclamation mark or something. And there's more. Really wish I could catch up to that guy that stole what was rightfully mine. Can I make this window bigger? I can. 2...2... Two friends. Those two gems were not friends, I can guarantee you that much. Two friends. Sharing. That was my keyboard. It fell out of my lap. I don't think any harm was done to it though. Sharing. Power. I'm assuming. Where is it? Yes. Power. Where's the upside down J? And hey, this is very important to me. It's taking a while, but it's very important to me. Dog is distracted by banging noises that you can't hear. I assume someone set off fireworks or something. The other scenario, nah, there's no way it could be a shootout. I'm just thinking crazy talk. Probably, yeah, it's probably fireworks. Which is also dangerous, but as long as they go up in the sky, it's only dangerous to the environment. And you... My arm's getting sore from stretching it over to click these dang old buttons. New world. That's... Close. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired of this, but I must carry on. The net. World. Eight. You. Oh my gosh. Ugh. First world problems in a nutshell. Anyway, I put in all the effort to make this happen. Please appreciate it. Wait, hang on. It's not even on screen. There we go. Ugh. Me aching arms will not be aching in vain no more. Back to the video game. Okay. Well, it seems like both the Sapphire and the kidnapped Pokemon await me back elsewhere. So I guess I'm gonna do that. I'm mostly just bitter that, like, I, as a JRPG protagonist, found something, had it in my hands, only to have it taken from me. And if Team Rocket wants to raise a fuss when I go grab it, that's their problem. It's their issue to solve themselves. We're gonna have to fight more Team Rocket. I'm gonna have to fight more of the same, three poison and normal and ground types. And I think he's just making up a new number on the spot every time he sets sail. Alright, who do I want to lead in with? Does it matter that much? I mean, the logical choice is Mimian, but I don't think a lot of those Pokemon are going to have very supportive EVs. Oh, do you need Log? Yes, nah, Chansey. thought I was free from this. This is like way more obnoxious than last time. And there's hidden items as well. Upgrade, I need that for the Porygon. Whereas it makes sense given where I found it. Oh hey, here's that new Pokemon. Color me pleasantly surprised. Never mind, it died in one hit. Yeah, gotcha. Am I ever gonna find that freaking... I did not have a good enough, like, range of view, and apparently the game decided to make it my problem. I guess it was my problem to begin with, but it wasn't my fault. Can I sue for game design? For game design hiccups. Man. What do I think I'm doing? I don't know, and that's kind of the beauty of it, isn't it? There we go. The only special Pokeball I've found so far. I don't think I wanted to go there either. Definitely didn't want to go there, I just kind of like leaped back on myself. It was fine before. Suddenly it's not fine. They ask me how I am, and I just have to tell them I'm fine, but I'm not really fine! And I just can't get into it because nobody's played Pokémon Leafgreen and Fire Red on the Nintendo Game Boy Advance in 2004. This is the reality I have to live with. Undid myself in again. Sludge Bomb. Should it have taken that long to grab? Who's to say? I know at least a couple Pokemon that could have benefited from that quite early on. Yeah, these guys really aren't in the know, are they? I think I meant to send out, not this Pokemon for this fight. Friggin' Snorlax, Totoro. If no one has drawn that, like, that scene from Totoro in, like, with Pokemon characters and, like, Snorlax's Totoro, I'm gonna riot, because that feels like too perfect of a opportunity to pass up. Come on. You know, I take back everything I said before. I think this game really just wants to kill me. Once I land that Shadow Ball, your ass is grass. Not the, like specifically, like, also this would be such a good strategy, but it's wasted on a Psychic type Pokemon. Maybe I'll steal that in the future. Maybe I won't, it seems like too much effort. I'm taking what I can get. Alright, okay, what I'm doing is right or wrong. I just put my faith in Giovanni and do as I'm told. Okay. Whatever. You're lost, human. The human receptacle. I don't know. That was a little worrying. And that was just annoying. And now, more annoyances become more commonplace throughout the day. Nice. I kid around a lot, but it is a little, I will admit it is a little refreshing actually having some semblance of challenge in these fights. Thanks, I needed that. This is worse than just putting myself to rest because I can't tell when the sludge is gonna stop itself. Also, I don't think you're that... I stand corrected, I was gonna say, I don't think you're that attack inclined. Oh. The one time I didn't want that to actually happen. Okay. Just end it. End my suffering. Do it right now. I can't because I need to fly because I got rid of wing attack because I had the idea to have more type variety and then it turns out that it doesn't... The most effective move on the Pokemon that's 5 levels above me is the one that's super effective and takes 2 turns. Doesn't even do as much damage as it should for that amount of... I don't think it's going to use Bleach tomorrow, as I understand now. Mates, you can come back in 3 years. Why don't you go get rested and refresh while eyes ahead? The outfit have to be outranked, so you better steel yourself for hard challenges. Okay, thanks. It'd be great if there was like a bed or something for me to actually take your advice to rest up at. I'm gonna save because I'm scared I'll accidentally use a valuable item or the game will somehow crash. Anyways, about to rush such obvious attempt to cause confusion in our ranks. I'll show you how angry an adult can be. No, what I did was actually really bad, now that I think about it. Low-key kinda glad that didn't, like, work. Now I'm just gonna... take on another strategy. Please stop being faster, it makes me feel bad about my own chances. There we go. Lapras is faster. It's not particularly fast, but it's faster than... That doesn't bode well for my future. "101 reasons why I hate everything that has happened to me today. Number 20. There were plenty of things before that hand. I don't want to get it confused. Right, yeah, you still have that, don't you? Remember what I said before? Sometimes you gotta outstall the staller. I have like 2 moves that can do literally anything to it. Like, anything useful in this fight, I mean. Just curious to see how much it'll actually do, though. I'm hoping using special defense isn't enough to write home about. Lucky I did that when I did. This is cause for concern, I think. Still a special move, and I got special defense for day. I beat the Elite Four, and it wasn't half as bad as this. The unlucky crits. Why the crits? The crits are putting me in the crypts. Get it? Why? That should not do as much damage as it did. Base attack, Totoro, it's up to you. Actually, you know what? Sure, why not? It gets a crit again. I quit instead. Oh, it doesn't. It has to be 2 moves done in, like, 2 moves, not 2... Okay, well... I know that now. So that's good. It's okay. I got through in the end. No, don't do that. Team Rocket admin, you look the same as the rest of them. You were too strong. That's Giovanni's badge, so it's true, Team Rocket is really disbanded. Yeah, I could've done that in the first place. The band's been helped, I think it's over this point, let's be out. Find Giovanni and I'll rescue Team Rocket, and we'll show them both farewell. The influence of magnetic waves on Pokemon evolution. It's too difficult to understand. Yeah, that's how Pokemon works. I don't know if that scientist guy's gonna put up a fight, but I've decided I've had enough of a beating for one day. Embarrassment for one day. Hey Pro. Yeah, that's the next. I'm glad you approve of Snorlax the Totoro. Do I say if I thought really hard about it? Did I really think that hard about it? It was kind of like the opportunity was just right there, you know. Um... Oh, Totoro's still in the lead. That means I can't really... Yeah, There we go. I'll just... so that I can run away better next time. Alright. Give me the things I came here for, please. Please, Pokemon Dungeon, please let me grab the things that I came here for. Oh, there's 5 of him. 5 of those. That's cause for alarm. Confusion actually works for me for once. How about that? Nice. I do like it when chance-based events actually come into clutch for me. Feels like this doesn't happen as often in Pokemon. I guess you could kind of like construe it as like something where, you know, it just like it just kind of sticks. The incidents where that happens kind of like stick out in that moment. Wow, that was pathetic. I feel like I should still be a bit concerned. But I'm not gonna change my ways, because... And now it has wasted its own turn. So I think the plan worked out. I am truly the master strategist of all time. Okay, this one's... Yeah, I'm not sticking around for this one. This one's just gonna be painful. It's strange to think that all these little pixel scratchy beep boop sounds, they've had, all of these Pokemon, or at least most of these Pokemon, have had these same sounds that were constructed in the Game Boy era and all the way into Nintendo Switch, the newest Nintendo Switch Pokemon experiences. I am playing this on a Nintendo Switch, so it's kind of ironic that I mentioned that. I feel like I was supposed to do something else while I was here. I guess it wasn't important. How oddly fitting. Yes, with the Sapphire, yes. You didn't see me pick up the Ruby as well. I had to translate a bunch of Braille. Like, they put Braille in the game. The language medium that is specifically for blind people and not, and So having it perceived in a visual media is kind of odd, but they have it, and I read all of it, and I translated all of it very painstakingly. Okay, where was I going? This way. You managed to solve all the problems here. That's wonderful. That means there isn't any reason for me to be here all the time. Thank you. I'll return to the Pokemon League in a short while. I don't know what happened in the future, but I'll do what I can here and now. That's all I do. Good life advice. Okay, I guess I magically fixed everything that was going on over here or whatever. No, I can't fly back to Kanto from here. I'm just gonna have to take the boat over. He keeps saying different numbers when he says high sea gallop, high speed, and then it's just a different number each time. Okay, I got the Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire versions on my GBA device. So this is the gem that forms a pair of the Ruby. Plus, you've gone through a lot to get this, haven't you? Oh, you have no idea, buddy. You don't have to tell me. I know it wasn't easy. Thank you so much. Now it's my turn to work for you. Please give me a little time. Okay, this is good. What does this actually do for me, though? I linked it up with Lynette. Celeste, I did it. I managed to link up with trainers in the Hoenn region. Finally, the network machine is fully operational. Celeste, I owe it all to you. Thanks to you, my dream came true. I'm not crying, that's not enough for me. Celeste, you're going to keep looking for exotic Pokemon, right? I wish you the best of luck. This is great and all, but I feel like this feature is kind of moot if I can't connect my Nintendo Switch port of Pokemon Leafgreen with a Nintendo Switch port of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. So, like, I don't really know what I did all that for, in all honesty. Oh well, I guess I'm just not gonna think about it. I have to... I'm gonna go this way now. Seven Island, Quiet Island of Infinity. Does it have an infinity symbol on it? Infinity stone on this island? Different events occur depending on connections. What are those connections? They're for you to discover on your own. Very nondescript as always. I did not know there was going to be someone right in front of me. Okay. I guess this was inevitable either way. Drowsy's already a word, but they just had to make it, like, quirky for this for this guy over here. Because he's like a quirky little Pokemon guy with an elephant mouth. Or like an anteater mouth, or whatever. More, yeah, it's probably more anteater. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Has that become obvious at this point? I could have made better use of that turn. Oh, wow. We're good. We're still good. We are additionally more good. I did it. The reward money from some of these, the reward money for some of these trainers seems a bit inconsistent, I will say. I'm stingy, so I'm going to heal my one Pokemon with the full heal Pokemon Center. It is free after all. Sometimes I just want to talk to people. Like, the game tells me to talk to people, to learn new things, and to get good gains out of it. And then I try to talk to people, and this is what happens. I really don't want it to seem like all I do is complain about this childhood game that I played in my childhood that I think I enjoyed. I don't know. My childhood years are kind of a... You know, my emotional state during those times were kind of a blur. I don't want to talk about it right now. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have brought it up like that. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Why are you so rude, bro? Okay. Starting to lose a bit of steam with these constant repeat battles, so I think I'm just gonna set sail on the 7 seasons. That wasn't very long at all. Okay, what's the deal with you? Oh, okay. This is like the, yeah, this is the battle tower like they have in Ruby and Sapphire, I assume. I'll dabble with that another time, I think. Can I at least fly to it? Oh, they have a PC there, at least. What if I go along the green path? Weird how little I remember, how vividly I remember the battle facilities in Emerald, but not the battle, but not specifically the battle tower here. Yeah, this one. My friends are already busy, so I come swimming by myself. You know, you really shouldn't, like, swim so close to these, like, rock formations. It's pretty dangerous, especially when you're not wearing much cover. Yeah. I think I might have... You know, I had Lapras on my team, knowing it could, like, effectively deal with anything a water type has to offer, but now I'm looking at this thing, and I fear that I may have met my match with it. So it's got lightning moves, which it's not electing to use right now. Never mind, I'm actually the best, and it was no trouble at all. And of course it has the adult version. Hopefully it will go just as easy. Right, yeah, it's kind of bulky. Somewhat. I don't know if I want to take the chance, because I know one of Lantern's abilities can be Volt Absorb, which is going to make things a lot harder for me if I just, like, go out the gate with it. Okay, there's the troublesome aspect of this fight. Non-raise, so it should be enough, right? It was. I'm so good at mathematics. I knew this would happen. See, 196 Pokédollars, and like, I had someone give me 1,000 before. What even is this? What, are you just suggesting that you're sick of seeing swimmers like me? Don't be so hating. Alright, you know what? I mean, I gotta admit that, you know, they had the foresight to sort of, like, to add that line in. That's... I still maintain my stance on the state of swimmers in the swimming zones. I mean, like, I don't know what else you'd put there for trainers to battle, but I'm still, like, you know, it's a lot. There are a lot of them. And I think we need to be more comfortable with admitting that. Okay. Oh, no. $200. I guess you don't have many pockets, do you? Couldn't lift the stigma of being a swimmer. Yeah, then that's something you'll have to live with, but not me. Who lives here? Who lives all the way out here? 67 inches on the button. That's precisely because my neighbor measured me. Good for you. I don't know how much that is in superior measurement. Wanted the ultimate horn. Heracross. I love it. Did you call it something other than the ultimate horn? Alright, fine, I'll fight you guys. Oh, would you look at that? Focus fire. Make them regret their existence. Oh, it actually didn't take that much effort, it seems. I was worried that Lapras might be slacking, but it was actually fine. I didn't register that you were a trainer. I was led into a false sense of security by the signs of civilization spread amongst the area. They're the weakest Pokemon in existence. I think everyone asked, what is your favorite Pokemon? Hard to say, really. I don't know. Like, I not something I really think about a whole lot. Which is weird because with the range of designs in Pokemon, you'd think there's always like some like niche that is going to appeal to any given person on the planet. I think I don't know, maybe I'd have to think about this further. I know that you know, for the longest time I've always liked like where is this item? There it is. Okay. For the longest time I've liked Greninja because you know, partly because I played in Smash Bros, and also like I found myself like I picked Orky as my starter in X and Y, and that was like something I remember vividly that being one of the games I was most excited for at the time at the time of release, the most I'd been excited for a Pokemon game for a while. Like, that probably has less to do with the quality of games and more with my, you know, my mental state around that time. Because how could I pass up on freaking Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black and White, like that. I'd have to be insane to think that those weren't like... I don't know. You thought it was just some guy, huh? Well, I mean, if the shoe fits. Yeah, I guess tentative answer would be, like, yeah, Greninja. I'm also pretty fond of Crobat. I've used Crobat throughout, like, most of my playthroughs. I'm using a Crobat right now. There he is, in case you forgot it was there. Slightly concerned about the 4 stages of attack that Farfetch'd has. Yeah. It's weird because I didn't, like... You know, given my... You know, given how my tastes have changed over the years and how much I've come into my own in recent years, I have to wonder if, like, Greninja even fits that, like, design niche that I that I kind of, like, fall into nowadays. I don't know. It's, yeah, a lot to think about in that regard. Yeah. I also have... Of course, I'm always also gonna have a soft spot for the, for a lot of Gen 3 Pokemon. Like, Ruby Sapphire was my introduction to Pokemon, so... Yeah. What was I looking for? Awakening, yes. Do you have a favorite Pokemon, bro? If you're comfortable to answer, that is. Seems kind of antithetical to keep using Rose, considering how much I have to set him up, but I also feel like he needs the most experience out of everyone. Oh man, this would be so easy if I could just, like... If only my only other move wasn't Shadow Ball. Greninja's a cool Pokemon like Clodsire. Clodsire is such a fun little guy. I also like Clodsire. Caldane Whip is a cute one too. Yeah. I don't know. To me... I don't know, it's weird. To me, I feel like Caldane Whipper is just, like, a brown Wooper. I don't remember vividly. I haven't seen it recently, so I don't remember very vividly if it actually, you know, differs beyond being brown. But yes, both are very cute and very cool. They're popular picks for sure. That's true. Well, yeah. Time? Are we finally gonna have a bug catcher for the first time since freaking Viridian Forest, or around that time? This is quite momentous, I must say. Heracross, that's the one that one lady wanted. And you said I can only find it here, so I guess I better get searching, huh? It is my god-given duty to catch them all. Or catch as many as I can, not having anyone living close by who plays Fire Red, and also, as I mentioned before, not having access to the Hoenn region games. I think it's the pattern on the stomach and the gills. It's this, yeah, yeah, you wouldn't count on me being able to just, like, remember it off the bat, though, I don't think. Okay, I guess I'll catch this one as well. Gotta catch them all, they say, once I catch them all, what will I do next with them? Probably just leave them in the PC, and then leave this game on the on the tree, like, just like on the shelf, basically. I suddenly am very interested in the notion of catching a Heracross. Although I don't think it's going to be that easy. Was there anything else going, like, along this path that I need to think about? What does the term "gotta catch them all" even mean? I mean, I guess what it says. Did you not, all the Pokemon, or, like... Because there are oh hey, there it is, because there are like 5 billion Spinda. Oh yeah. Right, yeah, that thing, yeah. I don't think there are even 5 billion, like, spaces to put in your PC for all the unique Spinda, so I don't really know what they were planning for that. Yeah. Food for thought, I guess. I was about to be like, I certainly hope this Heracross doesn't have guts for its ability. It's like level 20, who cares? Its catch rate certainly leaves something to be desired for me, the one trying to catch it. Guess I'll keep throwing balls at it. I'll have to remember you for later. That's a surprise tool that will help us later. I'm lost again. I'm not at all familiar with the Sevi Islands. I gotta brush up on that. Pattern Bush, Outcast Island, Altering Cave. These are made up places. Well, I guess they are made up in the context of this being like a video game, yeah. Anyway. Going odd around these... Yeah, actually, I didn't really think much about these gaps in the grass, but if I zoomed them out, maybe I'd be able to intuit something of it, but I don't think I'm gonna... Hang on. Now that I've posited the question to myself, I'm gonna have to pull up another search. Just for my own curiosity as well. Pokemon. Fuck. Just keep pressing the button. Just keep moving things along. Fire red. Leaf. Map. Interactive maps, sure thing. Laps. And I like now viewing overworlds, showing visible all maps. Let me get to the next trainer before I continue to see what's so special about this this map in particular. Does it have like what if I... I'm multitasking right now. I'm so talented. Alright, this is just the same. This is the same. Like, this is the same website I checked last time. I'm gonna lose track of who I've talked to and who I haven't. The same way your mother raised you full of love, you should raise your Pokémon. You don't know anything about my mother. I'd rather not get into it. That was a bit. For the record, I love my mother, but I just wanted to bring attention to people not in that position, because I think it's important to recognize the differences in each other so that we may strive toward a common purpose and understand each other and so forth. Please give me a map. I've forgotten what this dungeon is called. It goes from like green carpenter. I'll figure it out eventually. Contact any entrance, no door. Patent bush? Okay, I'm getting closer to the secrets that are being kept from me in this There are 368 tiles of short grass in the pattern bush, the same amount as the amount of Pokemon in the National Dex during Generation 3 and the National Pokedex number of Deoxys. Oh, okay. So that's why... That's why it looks like this. I was really hoping it'd spell out something elaborate, but no, it's... I think that's what it is. Unless any of y'all can, like, any of y'all collectively, anyone who happens to be watching the stream or the VOD can, like, discern what this is supposed to be. Because heck if I know. I'm just gonna take the game's word for it. Wow, this this forest became super outdated real quickly, huh? With having that many, having that exact number of bushes in it. Imagine having a place like this in the newest games. There are like over 1,000 Pokemon now. It's gonna be a pretty packed forest. Ay. set a forest fire at this rate. Start a forest fire, that's the correct grammar for that particular statement, so... Why must I fail myself so often in this regard? I still want to see if there's like... I hate the ones that just kind of like walk in... Like they just kind of walk in nondescript patterns as if they're like an NPC who's not a trainer, but then they are a trainer. Like no one has done that in any other game as far as I know. Why do you have to be so weird like that? Oh, you fool, I anticipated this from the moment I saw you. Not really, but I like to pretend I'm good. Also, with the Gotta Catch 'em all thing, didn't Ash catch like 30 Tauros in one episode? Like, like what's the deal with that? What did I just miss? Like, what do you need that many Tauros for? You have a whole stampede at your disposal. That's a lot of power to have. I guess in the anime it was good enough for him to like showcase all the Pokemon and like see all Pokemon in each episode, except for the Porygon family because of that one banned episode. He just never happened to find any of them ever again, just coincidentally. Not. I love poking holes at logic in media. It makes me feel smart. I think he accidentally caught 30 when they ran past or something. Yeah, like I didn't watch the actual episode, I just know that that's a thing that happens. Wait, but how do you accidentally catch 30? You'd have to... Did you accidentally, like, slip the Pokeballs out of his bag to have that happen and then all of them hit their mark exactly? Like, I don't know what else, like... I don't... It's... I don't know, man. I just don't. I'm going to have a conniption. I need to mention that this Snorlax is faster than this Clefairy. I feel like it's such a it's like so eventful that that Snorlax is faster than anything really. I think he was trying to catch a specific Pokemon where Stampede ran fast and blocked the balls. And he just kept throwing them in that direction, I guess. That makes sense. And like, he didn't think to release them or anything, he just kept them in the vicinity of his house while he went off on other adventures. Like, why? Also, the episode was banned because of use of firearms. Oh, I thought there was the, was it that episode that happened? I thought... I thought it was the Dratini episode that got banned because of firearms, or maybe there were multiple. It was called Legend of the Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, like Dratini, the one with Dratini in it. Yeah. It's funny because I distinctly remember that one episode. I think it was the one that introduced Squirtle, where they definitely had firearms and it definitely did air in the like in the West as well. Like he goes to like an old like rural town, and then Team Rocket fires like a balloon bazooka or something, and then Ash walks in and everyone's already armed. Like it's so peculiar to me that these things exist. Yeah, I don't know why I do the things that I do. I don't know why I insist on doing the things that I do. Tower of Terror SMH. Which one's Tower of Terror? Sorry, I'm not following. That happens a lot. Alright, that one, yeah. But they become like actual ghosts or something. Yeah, Ash died in that one. That physically, that's how they explained it. That like, cause he was a ghost. But man, Pokemon anime was crazy. It aired after the infamous terrorist attacks. Oh, Tower of, yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that one. Yeah. You can imagine why the name of the episode got banned. Yeah. Yeah, again, that's, I feel like I can't really say anything except, yeah, think green, keep nature clean. Amen. Really wish these rocks wouldn't conveniently attract. Alright, I gotta get up early tomorrow. See you. Have fun with stream. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Pro. See you later. Have a good one. I say these things, I say it'll be fine. I was originally in my house, but this is where I teleport. I go into these situations and I think to myself, yeah, this is fine. And then I get the sneaking suspicion maybe it won't actually be fine. Because I'm here with a poison type fighting against a team of psychic types. And if you know anything about Pokemon, you know that that's not the way to go with that particular matchup. And yet I proceed to do it anyway. And then I commit to it because sometimes that works, and then of course sometimes it doesn't. And I feel like most times it doesn't, because I feel like there's a specific like I feel like specifically the chances are weighted against me because because I have moments where I inflict confusion on the Pokemon only for them to not get stopped by confusion and then like shake it off the exact next turn, rendering the entire motion useless, like a complete waste of time. That's just one example of the things that happen to me. Another example would be a 30% a move with only 30% chance of hitting that instant kills you, that being Sheer Cold and Horn Drill respectively. They both like that I got hit by those things like freaking like the enemy tried to use it a total of 4 times and then they hit twice. That's 50-50 odds. That should be impossible. I have a lot of pent-up rage because of that moment. Talking for long periods on end without stopping to breathe. You'd be surprised what happens when you try to do that. I'm gonna take a drink. Ow, I hit my head with the drink bottle. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I usually like 3 hours and 15 minutes in fact. I usually stop like between 2 and 3 hours, but maybe I conditioned myself to having more stamina because I don't know, I felt like I was getting in the flow when I was playing Splatoon Raiders before. And I guess I don't really have much in the way of like plans that I need to wake up for myself, so like yeah, I guess I can like get away with that, but still. Okay, where does this lead? Outcast Island. You know, now that I say all these things, now that I mention the passage of time and how it has impacted me so, I'm starting to feel out of breath. And I think that's a bad sign, honestly. I'm gonna take some deep breaths to just recenter myself, if anything. There are very specific dynamics with like twins, big and little siblings, and all of that jazz. And I'm like just thinking, I'm just over here thinking like there's an alarming amount of that particular dynamic to where I think, are we in if I didn't know any better, I think we're in like some kind of simulation. $400. I'm here from 6 Isleport in one. Oh my. Please. Don't. You're gonna die if you do that. My man. You're gonna end up like Ash in the Pokemon Tower episode. I dare not say its name, except permanently. Really brought a level 49 war total, huh? That's your idea of good battle strategy, huh? Nothing here. Wait, how do I get into this location? Oh, hey, wait, gonna put a veto on this. Ty Lore, that's his name. Sometimes parents name their kids a name, but then they spell it wrong, just because it sounds unique. Well, it technically sounds the same, but what am I doing in here? I ask that question alarmingly frequently. Even when the national dex is open to us, we are not immune to the curse of the Zubat. This depresses me somewhat. Is it literally just these low-level Zubats? You had this opportunity to bring out some of Johto's finest cave Pokemon, Dunsparce. That's all I can think of right now. And you just bring out this instead. Hey. This cave is not leaving much to be desired. And they say this was like a ever-changing cave or something. What if I go out and then go back in? Altering Cave, that's the one, that's the name. Okay, I need... What's the deal with Altering Cave, actually? I'd hate to come all this way, only to get nothing out of it. At least if that can be found, it would have been possible for Altering Cave Pokemon to be altered by Mystery Gift at a Wonder Spot. His name for the start was never distributed. But Why though? Why would you do this, guys? How? Why? Why would you let this happen? Okay, I guess that's it then. I'm glad I came all this way for an event that no longer exists. I would love to know what Tanabe means. And I'm sure I'll find out next time. I feel like this newfound, this sudden onset exhaustion, is probably a sign that I should take things regarding my, stamina a bit more seriously. Is that what the old guy was talking about? The different effects occur based on those connections. No, I'm on 7 Island right now. That doesn't make sense. Trust you got fire here. There are at least 10 of those high-speed ships. I don't know where they'll go there. Oh, that's why he says the number. Is it? I don't know. Alright. That's enough of me for today. Remember that nearly more than half of the Pokemon in existence can cause citywide destruction if they really wanted to. And kids often dreamed of Pokemon being real. Anyway, bye, I guess.